All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and because of the fact that Marvel has graciously decided to give us 10k crystals to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, a lot of players are returning to the game. And one of the questions I keep seeing in my DMs has to do with the epic quest. As you can see, we currently have not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven. We got 8 of them bad boys currently in the game. And they actually announced very recently that they plan to release another epic quest, probably as early as the ending of this year, if not the very beginning of next year. So I have a lot of people asking me which of these epic quests are currently worth purchasing. So you know what time it is, boys. We gotta do another tier list. Okay, now this tier list right here is gonna be done a little bit differently, first time doing it, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. We're gonna be ranking the characters individually and then collectively looking at how many of them are currently a part of the meta, and then ranking the overall epic quests that way, as opposed to just ranking them based off the fact that Doctor Strange is free and Hope Summers is the most expensive, coming in at 7,700 crystals. However, we will factor that in, best believe that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, Doctor Strange, PvE meta, yes, 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 yes. Wong, support, absolutely. Clea, fragment farming, aka trash. I didn't want to put trash just because she does, like, even the worst character can do something for you currently in the game, whether it's Shadowland clears or farming story mode fragments. Probably should put an E right there, right, to get you possibly a CTP from the story mode chest. All right, let's go. Hellstorm fragment, he's actually being used today in story mode. Baron Mordo, I would say, I don't, you know what, I'm gonna change this from meta. He's okay for AC. Okay for AC. She's okay, but actually we're not even on her yet. He is okay for AC. You don't need the seasonal uniform. His previous female uniform will work. Now, keep in mind that some of these characters can be attained for free, but the epic quest that they're a part of requires that you level them up to 6 stars, some of them tier 2. So because of that, I decided that I was going to include them in the tier list, because if they were not required for the epic quest to be completed, then many people would just skip over them entirely because they're just so bad. So that's why their weight in this actually affects how they rank in the tier list. Okay, so now that we've looked at all of the characters, you can see only Doctor Strange is really meta, and then we have Wong. But because this epic quest doesn't require that you spend any crystals outside of buying the uniforms for the characters, I would say this one is in best best value, honestly, right? Just because of the fact that you don't have to spend any crystals outside of the uniforms. Satana also is an amazing support. I don't know why I have her there, but she's a part of the Doctor Strange epic quest. Okay, so we got 3 characters that are good, and then 4 that I guess 3 that are bad. 3 that are bad. These are like, okay, he's good. Okay. Anyways, next up we have the Deadpool epic quest, or the X-Force epic quest. PvP meta-ish, not timeline, but otherworld battle, alliance conquest, team battle arena. Yes. Okay. Domino is AC. That's about it. I would say from this list, it depends on the situation. I'll put her ahead of Ancient One, but that's debatable. Okay, then we have the X-Force. Cable's in a couple different epic quests. Cable's only meta if you don't have the paywall uniform for Psylocke and Gambit. So if you're free to play, he's kind of meta. Okay. Next up, we have this trash. Oh, he's bad. He's really weighing down this epic quest. God damn. All right, next up we got Colossus. He's PvP meta as a support, so we'll put him ahead of Wong just because he has a little bit more value. He's on timeline teams, AC teams, etc. Okay. Next up we have Psylocke. Psylocke is 100% PvE meta. Put her ahead of Cable. So looking at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are a part of the you know what, we'll count Domino as well. So I would say this one gives you really good value as well. If you care more about ABX and PvP, then yeah, this one is right up there with Doctor Strange. Literally, Doctor Strange is, and the fact that this is free is what's carrying this epic quest. If you're brand new to the game, definitely should be the first epic quest that you decide to work on. Moving on, we have Strife. Now Strife, I'm going to put in PvP meta, even though majority of people use him for Otherworld Battle and AC as a support to the CTP of Liberation. He's kind of like a little bit more useful than Colossus, so I'm going to put him right here in PvP meta. Moving on, I'm going to put Madeline in PvP meta. She gets used similarly to Deadpool. Like, neither one of them are currently strong enough to push into timeline. Then we have PvE meta. Hope is hanging on, right? The best scores for the combat female day is like a swap play between Crescent and Hope. So because of that, she still has a little bit of value. Next up, we have Exodus. Exodus is pretty much just an AC support. And then we have Rachel. Now, Rachel really, she's PvP meta, but she combined with Hope makes this the most expensive epic quest, because it takes a lot of luck to unlock her for free. That could take you a very, very long time, or you have to buy her for 4,500 crystals when she's on sale and whatnot, and then spend another 7,000 plus upfront. So collectively, this is a very, very epic quest, and you're getting basically a character that is just outside of timeline meta that is realistically not necessarily needed. So looking at that, and the fact that Havoc, I would say Havoc is okay for Havoc, however you guys want to pronounce it. He's okay for AC, but he's not meta or nothing. I would say he's definitely better than these guys, so I'm going to put him in this category. But looking at this, I would say this is honestly borderline bad. But because you have 3 characters in here that are hanging on by like a thread to the PvE/PvP meta, I'm gonna put it in the middle right here. Okay, next up we have the Fantastic Four's epic quest. This one is just a standard 6,600, but honestly, looking at this, they might have one of the worst epic quests. Doom is in a similar spot to Madeline, Deadpool, just right in like the cusp of being good enough for timeline, but just not enough. Right, then we got Mr. Fantastic. I would say really good for AC Otherworld Battle. I guess I should just put this as like, no, actually no, I can't because the rest of these guys are not good enough for Otherworld Battle. We'll do it like this: low tier PvP. All right, let's do it like that. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Let's actually move that over a little bit so it doesn't look so weird. All right, cool. Low tier PvP. All right. He's not meta necessarily, but he's okay as a damage dealer. So we'll put him there. Okay, maybe I should make another category that's like just outside the meta, but you kind of get the drift. Okay, the thing is about Thing we're gonna put it for fragment farming, and then Sue we're gonna put right here as a part of the PvP Otherworld meta. Actually, maybe I change this to just Otherworld battle, because like none of these guys are good enough for timeline. But then Wolverine would be in a category all by himself. And I think it makes perfect sense to do that, because he's definitely far better than these guys. Oh boy. Alright, alright, alright. Oh man. High tier PvP. Alright. These guys are just mid tier. Oh man. Alright, let's do it like that, okay? Okay, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, then we have Victorious. Victorious. She's just a support, but it's not even like it's an AC support. So I'll put it, yeah, whatever. I'll put her in here. Maybe a little bit better than this guy, since he's trapped at tier 2. Alright, and then yeah, these guys are pretty much just fragment farming. Just like that, I guess. Yeah. Tomato, you're arguing tomatoes and tomatoes there. Alright, so looking at this Fantastic Four, I would say it's cheaper. Like, the further right we go, the worse it gets. Okay, so we're gonna go with Fantastic Four. We have Doom, Sue. That's just 2. That's just 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like okay-ish, but I guess that's what good signifies. All right, we might come back and reevaluate after, but let's fly through this thing, okay? Now we got Logan, high tier PvP god. Jean Grey, she's PvE meta. Yeah, she's PvE meta. I'll put her right there. Then we got Beast. Beast is like AC. He's like an AC support. I'll put him in the support. Cyclops support. Rogue, PvE. Put her like right there. And then Storm support. Something like that. Kid Omega, you're going down here, boy. And then Magneto. Magneto isn't meta, but he's not bad. I think he would probably go in a category with Human Torch. That's like mid-tier PvE. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, let's add a row. Okay, hold on. I think I made too many rows. Yeah, let's okay, boom. Tier PvE. There we go. Let's change the colors. Cool. And then let's put that guy and Magneto in that category. It just makes sense. Like, they're not trash characters, so I can't really put them in the fragment farming. That wouldn't be doing them justice, right? So looking at this, I would say we got Jean, Logan, Rogue, and then a support, but it's a paywall support. Well, she has a free uniform. That's a support as well. It's good. It's good. Since Logan and Jean are carrying them, I would say this can probably go up here. Yeah, because Logan is so good. Yeah, I think that makes sense. First time doing the tier list this way, but I feel like this gives people a visual representation of why my thoughts are the way they are. All right, so then we got Sentry, and obviously Sentry. Yeah, see, now that I look at this, these two tiers need to exist, because like having these guys on the same level as these guys wouldn't have made sense, right? Because it wouldn't like at a glance make it look like they're equal or the same, and it's just not. Okay, all right, cool. You're a support, not used as much anymore, but still a good one. Bullseye is meta for PvE. Scorpion, oh boy. Dakin is low tier PvP, better than what is artifact and stuff. Better than you. You should go that way. Yeah, with his artifact, he's actually not bad. Looking at this now, I would say obviously sentries are because of the fact that sentries in this tier list, in this epic quest, it's honestly either the best or one of the best. Like Sentry carries this epic quest, bro. Like I don't think I can do that though. Strange being free, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. All right, next up, let's do the Eternals. And I'm gonna just do this before I even rank them. That's it. By far the worst epic quest. You don't want to buy it, okay? And you're gonna see why in a second here. Like low tier PvP, better than you, probably better than you as well. You go in here as well. You, I would say mid tier PvP around right there. And then you, and then Thena is actually not bad, even though she doesn't have iframe. Ignore. And then same goes for Kingo, but Kingo not as good as Thena. Probably put you like there, so you can kind of see like nobody makes it out of the mid tier. Whereas with the other epic quest, there's a couple people that have made it into the higher tiers. Or there's multiple characters that's in the mid tier. They only have one in the mid tier. So because of that, worst epic quest by far. Okay, now we got the final one. A lot of characters in this epic quest. Star-Lord. I would say Star-Lord is mid tier for PvE. Probably put it something like that. Beta Ray Bill is a support, but he himself is also mid tier for PvE. But most people are going to buy it for the lead and buy the uniform for the lead and the support. All right. Then we have Gladiator, who is meta. Probably put him like there. And then unfortunately Moonstone. I can't put Moonstone any higher than like fragment farming at this point. Like if she ever makes a comeback, she would be like completely busted and I would love it. But yeah, put you here. And then Ares, fragment farming. You're a support, especially now you have an artifact. Really good support. Support artifact. And then Punisher. I'm gonna say Punisher, low tier PvP, honestly. Probably like that. I've seen some things. I don't think I can put you in mid-tier PvP because you're primarily a support with a little bit of utility when a leadership can be used. And mid-tier to me is characters that can actually be used on an Otherworld battle team. And you're never going to use Molecule Man on an Otherworld battle team because you won't be able to benefit from his leadership. Okay, so then we're going to put you in PvE meta just because the free-to-plays exist and not everyone has the money for Lunar Snow. And then we'll put you fragment farming, and that's effectively how we're gonna have it. And I think this one is a good one. Yeah, I think with Gladiator, Beta Ray Bill, and Star-Lord being in this epic quest, I would say it's a good epic quest. The cost is actually not as bad as Hope Summers, and Hope Summers is slowly getting pushed out. But this one right here, we have Dr. Doom, Invisible Woman, and Reed. All three of them are good for Otherworld battle. So like these two are interchangeable. But I think this is how it shakes out in the grand scheme of things. If you care about the fact that this epic quest is free, then it's number one. You can't really beat free. If you care about PvP, Sentry might be the best for you, like the best epic quest to buy first, but that's going to take you a while to build. Logan, again, third best PvP character. Yeah, third best PvP character. And then there's Deadpool, the epic quest for him having multiple characters in there that are hanging around the meta between himself, Strife, and Psylocke. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. And I will catch you in the next one. It might be a tier list or it might be gameplay. You never know, but I'm having a lot of fun organizing these tier lists. And I hope the information is useful. If you enjoy it, if you want to see more of it, don't forget to smash the like button for your boy. And I will catch you in the next one. Let me know if I missed anyone or if you think I should have, rank the epic quest differently, rank the characters differently, use a different system for ranking the characters, because this is the first time I'm ever doing like an epic quest tier list. But I didn't mind doing it this way, but I want to hear from you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.